Yeah, great. I'm going to take some comments here on Facebook because I've been given these comments and starting again. One, Tashaba saying that what are the various methods of sourcing funding,
yes,
particularly for property development, start off with no previous financial record. They say the NEF is broke while IDC no longer funds the property market. Banks require financial records from a startup. Again, they require financial records, but
yes,
you're a startup.
yes,
You're going into, how are you even supposed to win this?
I think with respect that the person who's posted that comment doesn't understand, and I'll make the statement again.
Yeah.
If you want to own a chicken farm, you first start by selling eggs. If he wants to be a property developer, he should probably start by getting properties that are available, renting them out, generating a financial track record, generating cash flows, proving he can run a business, learning mistakes, owning 3, 4, maybe 5 flats. Then he can build an apartment building 60 flats.
Yeah.
So we have to get the thinking, and I have to say this, we have to get the thinking of black people right. We have to get this right,
What do you mean by
guys.
that?
Well, F&B wasn't built overnight. Neither was ABSA. So how do you think you're going to build a large business which employs thousands of people overnight and someone must give you capital? It doesn't work that way. Probably the single worst thing we did in this country's psyche when we did BE transactions is we took people that had no money, gave them access to 26% of companies built over hundreds of years and created instant wealth. So now everybody wants instant wealth
because nobody understands the practical tools of actually
100%.
building those organizations.
You come into my business, I can tell you every single moving part because I built it. I can tell you the IT, the infrastructure, the operations, the HR, the marketing, the finance, the working capital cycles.
Yeah.
I built it. Nobody came and it was just there. I built it from scratch. And it's important for, especially, and I'm passionate about saying this to black people specifically, we have to start where we are. We have to start where we are and build with the small steps.
Okay, great. So we've spoken about how perhaps the redundancy of our business plans.
Sure.
We've looked at how we need to start changing our mindset. So now I'm going to ask you the question of where do I start? Be practical with me, okay? So let's use the person that has got a property company, for example. We've got property there. You want to get into the property market. You don't have capital. You are a startup. How do I start? My business plan is redundant, as you mentioned. My mindset is clearly messed up a little bit. How do I start and how do I get this, the formula right?
With your permission, let me use a different example.
Yeah.
Yesterday, we got an approach from a young lady who was looking to raise 5 million rand to buy a chicken farm. And the chicken farm she wants to buy is run and owned by white people who want to leave for whatever reason. And she's saying, I want to buy the chicken farm. So I went back to her and I said, what proof have you got of the financial track record of that business? 1, 2, and have you ever run a farm of any type? The answer was no. So here's what I said to her. I said to her, I will give you 50,000 rand to go and buy eggs at a Pick and Pay. Just go to Pick and Pay and buy some eggs. Take those eggs and find people standing in street corners and sell those eggs at a batch of half a dozen each. That's 6 each. So at a batch of half a dozen each, you can probably take that 50,000, turn it into 75.
Yeah.
You will do this cycle iteratively until you move it from 50,000 rand to 500,000.